Greetings, Black Power, Ndugu, all that good stuff. Jambo, to me, Ndugu. Ndugu being those that consider themselves black nationalists or new Africans or what have you. I'm here today to talk about, and this will probably be the last spirit that I'm going to talk to you people on YouTube about. And then I'm going to get into some other things. But I'm here to talk to you about a spirit called Zé Pelintra. It's a Brazilian spirit that's supposed to be, some say, an avatar of the Yoruba deity known as Eshu. If you into Haitian voodoo, the deity will be called Papa Legba, or simply Legba. Legba is a messenger, supposed to be messenger of Olodumare, who is like the top god of Yoruba, to the different Orisha, or spirits, or as the Bible will call it, the sons and daughters of God, meaning, the heavenly hosts, angels, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, Zé Pelintra was a black man. He was a man who lived in Brazil around the turn of the century, late 1800s to the turn of the 20th century. And as you know, the 1900s equals the 20th century, just like this is 2010, but it's the 21st century. So anyway, this brother is what would be called in America a hustler. He wore a big white hat with a red band, white suit, I think he wore a red tie, nice spiffy shoes, a cane. He was a hustler, he was a gambler, a pool shark probably. He, people would try to hustle him and he'd beat everybody regardless of who it was. They call it malandro in Brazil, but it would be like a hustler here. And I ain't talking about them niggas hustling no dope. I mean like a hustler, like not necessarily a pimp, but like a player. Or, a dude that shot dice and always won. A dude that always had one scheme or another happening and always won. That kind of brother. But he was still a good-natured person. I mean, he was very dangerous. He was known to be, I don't know exactly if he was a capoeirista, but he was known to fight with a razor blade. Thus, a lot of times he wore a silk scarf around his throat as the same in our so-called African-American history back in the day when men would use those straight razors, because it's hard for a straight razor to penetrate through a silken scarf in time before a person can get out the way and come with his own. But anyway, his brother was an excellent fighter. When the police would come, he would always win. He'd always get away. Some people say he died. Let's say he died at the hands of police. Some people say that another person like himself snuck him from behind. And I've also seen on the web somewhere that he tried to jump a streetcar and was killed back in the 20s or maybe the early teens of the 1900s. I don't know. Anyway, this brother's parents died when he was young, according to some accounts from brothers that have emailed me from Brazil with his story. I've done some research on it. I got 2 or 3 different opinions, and they say that he used to be an errand boy for prostitutes, and later on when he grew up, he loved women, street women, those type prostitutes. He was a player type, had plenty of women, never in love, whatever. But the brother loved to dress real nice. He loved to smoke nice cigars and stuff, and drink good alcohol and that type of thing. He was a player. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I recently added this brother to my pantheon of what I call new African spirits I deal with. And the reason this brother intrigues me is because he's, it seems in Brazil that the African tradition is dynamic as opposed to static. You have the Rishas or whatever, Yemoja, Ogun, whatever, and that's the way it is. But these spirits seem to, that whole tradition seems to continue on in Brazil. That's why I love it. But anyway, I've had some personal experiences with this spirit. I'm not going to go into that. But one of the alcohols that it really was on me to get for him was called absinthe. Now, absinthe was alcohol that was famous in the late early 1900s amongst artistic people, writers, that type of thing, Van Gogh, Hemingway, Toulouse-Lautrec, I think that's his name, whatever. You know, writers, artists, people of that nature. It has wormwood in it, which is said to be, wormwood is said to have similar effects of like some type of not mind-altering drug or narcotic, but only in certain percentages. And these people, artists and writers, they were into like a libertine lifestyle. They were very sexually free. You know, they would be what we would call like hippies. You know, today, or even beyond that, they were an artistic community. If anybody ever read the book of Tropic of Cancer, you know, like that type of thing. You know. Anyway, this is an absinthe. It's absinthe. It's they call it absinthe refined. It has the same thing, wormwood, but instead of being the wormwood, the more powerful wormwood in absinthe, it's southern wormwood, which is not quite as powerful. But drinking this, it's like drinking Robitussin. You know, like back in the day. This has not only alcohol in it, but it has like herbs. It has wormwood in it. I think it has some fennel seed in it. It has what the hell is that? I can't think of it right now. Wormwood. Let's see what else the hell it has in it. Well, I'll get back with you when I remember. I forgot what it was. Anyway, it was on me real strong to get this for them, and I did my research, and it's been banned for a very long time, since about 1912, and now in like 2007 in the United States it became legal again. So I had to go way out and get it, and they told me $40. I didn't know it was this and not the you know, the real 100% absinthe, with the $60. But the spirits seem to like this, and but next time I go, I'm gonna go get the $60 stuff. Actually, the $60 stuff is made by a company called Luchin. You see, this is Lucian's. This is supposed to, you know, if you don't drink too much, give you a buzz, but you still be like aware, like in your body, totally aware, more aware, like when you smoke some good weed, where you're not really high, but you're aware, you know. And so I give the spirits, especially Zé Pelintra, this type of thing, because he was like a bohemian, a player, that type of thing. He was on the fringes of that kind of Oscar Wilde, Hemingway type lifestyle, that, you know, I have money but I don't work type lifestyle. So this is the type of stuff that they enjoy, and I think that he may have enjoyed this in his time, because he was on me to get it. And I've gotten some things, I've done some deep magical workings with this, with him. He told me this was, you know, through divination, that this is okay, but I'm going to work to get the $60 bottle, the real absinthe, you know, and then we'll see what happens with that. If this had the results from Zé Pelintra and Pombagita, which is another Brazilian female spirit, but this is a Brazilian female spirit, said to be a female avatar of the same deity Eshu, Papa Legba. Then I know that, well, I believe that with the real absinthe, or the stronger absinthe, this is 110 proof, by the way, that, you know, even more powerful workings will be done. Okay, so that's it for that. Bottoms up. All right.